I confess, I am a liar. So can I be honest right now?
Yeah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
I'm going live right now. Watch me.
Yo, Ben Simmons.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, Big Ben.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince.
Yes, sir.
Thunder from down under,
That's
man.
me. That's me.
Yo, it's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. You too.
Yo, you don't even know who I am, do you?
Nah, I'm a little lost. My bad.
AI, man. I played you. I'm in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Yo.
Good?
Yeah, man.
Oh, what's up, man? That's good.
It's
good to see you.
It's good to see another international player in the house.
Sure. Where'd you play?
Yo, I played in China for a bit.
What'd you learn out there?
I learned a few things. Shishé means thank you. And Suodeda, that means wrong guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's good to see you, man. Gotta go home and feed these pets.
Oh, what kind of pets you got?
Yo.
Big ones.
Oh, okay.
I'm the man now, was the man then. I have my way with I'm the man now, was the man then. I put some ice on my wrist. And while I pop out his jam.
I got my pure stretch, nothing but green. Okay. I'm telling you, bro, you give me the balls, nothing but green.
Just a reminder, folks, to make certain to be here for a figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, the Sixers mascot.
Well, I gotta change the jump. Oh. Bro, these jump shots are nasty now these days. Ugly. Then this jump shot reveal, it's like weird. The bar is a little bit more. The bar is a little bit more
It's the city of brotherly love. And
more crazy. Doesn't let you get that green.
Now, if the name AI sounds familiar, in China,
David is always
let's see.
Wow.
And that
Bro, I'm a starter now.
of the basketball world for a minute.
Starter, Maya.
We're seeing for the first time and just wondering, who is this kid?
So the Pelicans win the tip. Tonight, a battle of up-and-comers. It'll take a lot of energy, Steve, but also some mistakes.
Green. You see, I get green. Nothing but green buckets. My stretch is nothing but a success.
And then when the game gets tight, they started to force shots. And it's fun to watch these kids grow up. But if I think of your coaching staff, you're trying to speed up their experience because it's probably not fun to coach when they're youngsters.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with Mirotic, and it's Garcia in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Moore. Moore gets the screen from Garcia. Fires from deep, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And this new bar for that jump shot is really weird now.
Antoine plays with a lot of poise, and that
It's
buys
different.
him time to find the open man.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Back to Fultz, and the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Garcia.
It's nasty.
No good.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Oh my God. You see, you gotta like literally time it in order to get a green.
4-point game.
This jump shot is weird.
Having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
But 2K18 it was shorter. They made this year a little bit more longer. The jump shot
I'll give
release.
them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And
let me
loves jamming it through, relentless in his attack of the cup.
Green. Bro, that's my hot spot.
Gets it to go on the assist from Moore. Garcia's got 9. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the pick. And the wide open shot from Redick. And the three ball is good.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy. And
I got that post ignition
in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from Garcia. Now here's Fultz. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. 6 to shoot. Embiid inside, guarded by Garcia.
That's nasty.
24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for New Orleans, Darius Miller, he's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Payton in for Ejuan Moore. Payton kicks to Garcia. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Bro, once you get that takeout, bro, whatever badge you got, man, you're gonna get nothing but greens, ankle breaker, either a shot creator.
Chandler against Garcia. And Garcia with the block. Payton outside. New Orleans moving
That's green.
around. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Now this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all
Pure
the
white.
threes they're allowing.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Alfred Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair
She owes me
seemed to
$5.
block his vision on a shot attempt.
Luego yesterday, she didn't even take no money to give a tip to the guy que llevó a mi grandma.
Trim might be in order.
Well, he was waiting.
Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Down low, here's Muscala. And off the front iron.
Well, it was kind of embarrassing. So my mom didn't have no extra chains, and she told me if I had chains. I'm like, no, man. You asked me on the wrong time.
Payton kicks to Garcia. Buries it from three-point range.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
76ers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Miller against Chandler. Pelicans pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And I felt like they came out of
Green.
that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they had great play calling, and then the execution was on point.
Well, I should have stole that.
All the way around.
And here is Chandler after the three-pointer from Garcia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve. It's a very free-flowing system. Fultz with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Embiid, no good. New Orleans leading by 9. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Garcia.
Oh, that was too contested.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
I need to get that corner specialist.
And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Here's Garcia.
Well, I was going to go
Off
off.
target from outside.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Yo, ain't no 3-shooter. Stop it. How crazy are we? You goofy. Yeah, nah, boy. I'm a beast. My guy gets nothing but green bean.
The 76ers need to get off a shot.
Oh, get blocked! Not even a fucking
shot clock violation. Couldn't
defender.
get the shot off in time. Pelicans leading by 7. And here's Holiday, still getting warmed up offensively. No,
hell, that shit's nasty, Holiday.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Covington against Mirotic. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Covington against Mirotic. Fires from 14.
Oh my
The
God.
shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
How long did they catch up to us that fast?
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and he doesn't force shots.
Garcia's shot is good.
Yeah. Catch and shoot negative by opponent? What the hell? He's a lockdown?
This team rolling.
Goofy.
76ers trail by 6. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And a wide open look for AI. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Why you keep opening my door and then don't close it?
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans.
I think they get some tattoos on that guy too.
Quarter of action foul. And now the third quarter about to get going. Really an incredible.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Needed a lot of shots to get their
I
points.
can't
Just
stop
tremendous
going
efficiency
in and
the first
going
half.
in.
What
Hold
I
up.
love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore the guards.
Give me that.
Touch out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Garcia in at the 5.
Screen.
Number 3, it's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Nothing but that fast break. That fast break.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Oh, he's gonna get that
He
too.
fires, and the 76ers get it back. Embiid, count it, good. Embiid's got 6.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
That takeover.
To try to devour the plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, you know, the stats we're looking at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks and steals. There's some guys that make an impact.
I'm a sharp shooter.
And it goes by what the score is, and that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor.
Let me see.
No matter
Let me
how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry. And Philadelphia making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And then for New Orleans, Darius Miller.
What the hell? How do they get the ball like
and it's
that?
Peyton in for E'Twaun Moore.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm.
And again for
Woo!
3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
Well, the most made threes in a game list is dominated by Curry, and this performance.
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna go in.
All of those, he has been on fire.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Here's Simmons. Loses his man off the
Oh,
screen.
that Ben Simmons
Lays it
going
up and
on
in.
fucking Anthony Davis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Peyton passes to
Deep range.
Garcia.
Wow.
Rebound by the 76ers. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Miller kicks to
Hop
Garcia.
off my sack.
Passes it to Peyton. Back to Garcia. Trying to get open is Davis. Good. Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes
No,
him into
that does not
the
match.
history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most 3s in a game.
It does not
This
match.
is a night we will never forget.
If you want to take
great
those
shooting
pink,
performances from Curry, well, this night belongs right there with
Embiid, no good.
That's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Oh, that's off.
They get the rebound. Embiid against Garcia. Launches a 3.
Oh, why am I getting no greens?
Set for New Orleans. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Beating
His jump shot is weird as hell now on 19.
The big fella AD getting it done.
McConnell passes to Embiid. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. That's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the great.
Man, I like it how they started me.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Amir Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's McConnell in at point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
I kind of jump by accident.
Got 4 this quarter.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
And Garcia kicks to Moore. Back to Garcia. Here's the 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 12.
Because it matches. Yeah, look at it.
Embiid the screen. Simmons passes to Embiid.
Man, that nigga stood too much on the paint. The hell is that? That's a 3-second violation right there, bro.
Selfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
They set the pick.
Right here. Right here. Nothing but green.
Good. Another from 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record.
14-3 p.m. most in NBA history. Oh! I'm the next step in Curry.
And Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter of all time. Hard to believe that the mark of 13 made threes has been passed here tonight.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. More outside. Back to Garcia. From deep 3-point range, they grab their own miss. And Moore kicks to Garcia. Davis sets a screen. Garcia against Embiid. And stolen by Redick. And stolen by Garcia.
Green.
And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Simmons. And
it's already 9:34.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
I need to get that deep range
that was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win.
One more three.
13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance.
I'm already on 54 points.
Effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane.
That's nasty.
They deserve to be rewarded.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. You may not know this, but you just set the NBA record for most threes in a game. What got you locked in?
Yeah, give you the keys, right?
David, thank you as always. And that's...
Bro, who's trying to run on my park?
Gonna do it tonight.
Nobody's literally on. Trying to run twos. Oh, I'm so close for catch and shoot.
AI, can you talk a little about how your time at...
Yeah, it made me really thankful to play with the guys here, to be honest.
Man, it's badass how you can skip scenes now. Big snap.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, this is a team nobody wants to face right now. A 9-game winning streak coming into this game. They're hoping they hit double digits.
If you still want to be part of an upcoming home game, please visit us online or at the ticket coordinator or ticket. Once again,
Oh, that's just nasty. Oh, that's my hot spot right here. Look at that, that's my hot spot, boy. Man. Man.
Good Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. And nothing.
Well,
it's all paid off.
Man, this game's decent. This game's badass.
Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff, the better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Moore, the guards.
What?
With Anthony Davis, and
I should have gone in, honestly.
Down low, here's Ntilikina. Great D that time from Davis. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Garcia's shot is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Canner. A floater.
Oh, that was nasty.
No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And, you know, they knew what they wanted to do going in. And
ooh, corner specialist.
And effective.
Absolutely. They were humming all game long. Every shot seemed to come so naturally to them tonight.
There's a good screen. Outside Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ntilikina. No good, unable to end this run.
Scoreless after 4 shots. Wow.
Holiday.
No, I was in a 3.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Well, this is a perfect example of how you want to run your offense. Disciplined but determined. Nice possession, Greg.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Jrue Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved and more aggression from him.
And one.
His production.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls.
Why are they all booing at me? Because I'm a god?
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be.
How do you go out me, bro?
I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue.
Weak, Lewis?
But right now,
yes.
Played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
Great ball.
No more Fortnite for me, boys. Subscribe for that 2K99.
Now about 3 minutes gone.
1v1v. Let's get it. I'm nothing but a god in this game, bro. I'm like Fortnite.
Kicks it to Mirotic. From downtown.
Look at that. Nothing but greed.
To go on the assist from Mirotic. Mirotic has got 3 assists tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's a screen by Canner. Here's Ntilikina. That one wide left. And here's New Orleans now. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Garcia. And again, New Orleans with the triples.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Porzingis.
What's up?
Rebound by Garcia. Garcia's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Screen. My hot spot, boy.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it
Nobody
over.
got no D on me, boys.
Really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
A different look for New York. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Thomas. Lee comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And
You got it on easy? And this shit's nothing but medium.
Changing it up. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Miller comes
That's
in for
why?
Mirotic.
Goof
And
ass.
Moore.
I hadn't even changed none of the stats.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for
It's like
2.
how it is. It's how 2K is.
You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the
You know?
ball man.
Woo!
How hard is that to deal with?
Ah, weak. I swear to God, bro. I haven't changed none of the stats.
About 3
I've been
seconds
playing
to
like
finish
how
out
it
the
is,
game.
like how I started my
Porzingis with the
career.
screen on Payton.
Lies. I'm dead ass, bro.
Porzingis kicks to Hezonja. Back to Porzingis.
It's like Fortnite. I haven't changed none of the stats.
On the big play, and he lays it in.
Tell you, Cantor demonstrating what a good teammate this guy is. He's selfless enough to give up his body.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Go legendary.
That's what built
I don't know
the
about that.
early lead here. Killer shooting from
I need to
the
make some shots. I left. I'm gonna leave it like how it is.
Anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's New Orleans. Riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very few
Okay,
easy
guy.
points.
I am a guy. Nobody can guard me. Not even on the playground.
In 2017, said he.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm good.
That's a great play. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Hezonja. Baker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Burke. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore, the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with AI. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial. Well, you think about the New York Knicks last season and any number of challenges they faced. Jarrett Jack was probably the closest thing they had to a legit playmaker in the NBA. Here's a guy who led his team with 5.5 assists per game.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
5 to shoot. New York moving the ball around. Porzingis.
How's that a foul?
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Dora's talking about the Knicks. Even without a dedicated playmaker, they were still above league average in the assist category.
Well, they show you that you can conquer that metric with shared responsibility. And that certainly works if you're moving the basketball well. But you also, I think, need one guy who, when everything else breaks down,
I'm this close about to get catch and shoot on silver and limitless range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Fuck.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It hasn't mattered the scheme or the defender. Kristaps Porzingis is simply cooking right now.
Moore outside. Pass to Garcia. From deep. The Knicks pull it in. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Look at that ball. Stunning, icy.
To win that game per se.
And now look at that.
For the weight
Never mind. That was an alley-oop.
Being overmatched doesn't mean you should be outworked. I thought they did exactly the opposite. Uninspired performance.
Here's Ntilikina. He's coming off a
Oh my God.
against Boston.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks, he can be special.
Moore outside.
Corner.
Outside, Garcia. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Goofy ass.
Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games in the last season, Doris.
Oh my God, bro.
With a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
Mario Hezonja checked in for New York.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented
Green.
by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 22.
Very hard to contend with a size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
You're just assuming at this
I'm
point
already
every
ready
shot
for that
he
park.
takes, it's
Who's trying to run? Who's trying to run?
Well, you had it going on in the first half. Incredible display. How did you get it all to work?
It's just one of those nights, D.A. I wish I could tell you that there was some magic formula, but...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave there in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Hey, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in three after three after three, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks. Inside, it's Porzingis and Kanter. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Thomas in at small forward. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points GA
has to be
just
number
keep
first,
piling up, and
not
the
third.
threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
He's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
A different look for New York. Lee's checked in for Lance Thomas. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Ntilikina. Darius Miller, he's checked in for New Orleans. Payton comes in for E'Twaun Moore. Mudiay passes to Porzingis. New York needs to get off a shot. And Garcia with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Three-pointer. Good. Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin, we'll see if they can get there.
Oh my God, bro.
Thanks, DA.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Man.
And again for three.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Miller grabs the miss, and the Pelicans with the possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Another one goes. Incredible.
My guy's a sharp shooter.
Making it look easy.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lee kicks to Cantor. Shoots over Garcia. The shot's good from Cantor.
That shit's whack as hell.
Here in this quarter.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone.
2.2. Got me back in all late about it and shit.
Now, this guy's a tremendous free throw shooter. You'd just like to see Lee get to the line a little bit more often.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to the...
Porzingis looks so weird. It made his character look weird. Oh, I'm about to get catch and shoot on Silver.
Does anyone else think that there was some goaltending happening in the second half that they didn't call? Because, I don't know, I'm just...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome.
Hi, this is Shaq. Your performance.
And that's going to do it for tonight. We'll see you.
Thanks, man. See you.
What up, AI? Ben Simmons. Good meeting you before the game. We should have definitely hang out sometime. For sure. I have something for you to try out. Could help your game. I could use it. Great, I'll let you know.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Woo! I'm gonna be on it all night.
Hey everybody, welcome
all
to
day.
the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh, you know him.
This grind ain't gonna stop. If I have to play my career this whole day, I'm gonna play my career this whole day.
Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled.
Hey, yo, PA, you wanna come out here?
Get your official NBA merchandise. Team shirts, jerseys, jackets, sweaters, and more are available at the Sports Zone Stadium, located in the North and South Concourse.
I have a hot spot there? I didn't know that. Gotta get hot spots everywhere.
We're here in the seat of the U.S. government. And let's go.
Well, guys,
certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. This season, right now in the beginning stages, but some teams, Chris, already exceeding expectations. How do they keep that momentum? How do they keep things rolling along in that way?
You have to do that in the locker room and in practice. You have to make sure that you stick to the coach's rules and roles, and have to remember your success was built and predicated upon doing it the right way. And so how do you make sure you keep that focus and pay attention to details and
Yeah.
stick with the basics?
Good stuff. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Mirotic out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Garcia in at the 5. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis.
What the heck?
And Moore kicks to Garcia. From the top of the key, he buries it. All with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. To the middle. The kick out to Porter. Back to Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris a screen. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. And that one comes up a bit short. Garcia against Howard. Howard with the steal.
Fucking Howard.
Outside, Wall. To the middle. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist from Wall.
Not much else the defense can do. Howard is very skilled at converting this close to the bucket.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia. No good on that one. Now Washington takes it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
Out of bounds. Where's this ball?
Looking at the Wizards' past 3 seasons, C-Web, bottom 10 in the league.
I thought he hit it, but he threw that.
They have the most trouble on the defensive end. How about that? Think about that combination. When you give up second chance opportunities.
How are they gonna shoot that 3?
Here's Beal. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
Morris dishes the Wall. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Holiday kicks to Garcia. Rebound, Washington. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Porter.
That should have been a block.
Porter's got his first points of the night.
Well, look, Porter knows how to score inside. He possesses great quickness, and he has that length also to finish in the paint.
Moore against Beal. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Howard.
Nigga, pass the fucking ball to somebody else, bro.
Outside, Wall. Inside. Count that bucket.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making it.
So for New Orleans right now, Mirotic out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then there's E'Twaun Moore. And it's Garcia in at the center, locking down the middle.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Payton passes to
Green.
Garcia. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
That's why shut down your lap.
10 points in the game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
I like this. It feels like it's getting a little personal out there. It could make it all the more interesting going down the stretch.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not say anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Davis.
Good shit, Davis.
And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Morris kicks the wall. Kept alive.
It's a battle boxing Howard. Too big, too strong.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Mirotic against Porter. Here's Garcia. That 3 off the mark. The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Howard setting the pick for Beal. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Payton.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right wing. And AI gets it to go on the assist from Moore. Garcia's got 8 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Howard, and Howard slams it home.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Takes the 3. Garcia can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter.
Man, I'm doing bad this game.
Outside, Wall. Howard with a screen on Payton. And Wall. Here we go now. Over Payton. Wall's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Payton passes to Garcia. Tries again.
Man, Howard's in my cock.
Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Give me good ass fucking defense.
This quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Can't shoot anything.
Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Pelicans trail. Outside Mirotic. Fires the 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Howard misses. New Orleans has gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Payton outside. Payton gets the screen from Garcia. Payton kicks to Garcia. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding his spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pelicans ahead. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the third quarter starting here now. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The 3-ball just kept falling.
Well, and credit coach for repeatedly calling his number, because if it ain't broke, don't mess with it.
Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end.
Man!
Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter. There's a good chance he'll get a handoff.
Look at that.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him. But credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Beal, that's for two. Gets an open look and hits. Beal's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Washington.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And Wall kicks to Porter. There's the pass to Morris. Moore against Beal. The kick out to Porter. Wall passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
He runs too fast. They gotta change that on my career too, bro. A lot of these guys run fast as fuck and I run slow as hell.
Timeout called by New Orleans. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last. And the Wizards with possession. 8-point game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint and stolen by Garcia.
Look at that. Look at that. Howard has good ass defense on me.
Back to Garcia. From deep three-point range, Porter pulls it in. Here's Beal. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. New Orleans leading by 8. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore, the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with AI. And it's Mirotic in at the 3. Every year there seem to be a few rookies, C-Web, who immediately show that they should have been drafted a lot higher. Why is there the difficulty in placing these guys where they should be drafted? Why are evaluations sometimes wrong?
Evaluations, they can be so iffy because of a team skill set. I tell a lot of players when they come into the NBA, don't be frustrated after your first year or second year if you haven't played the way that you want. In order to be a great basketball player, you have to have a great situation. A team that needs you to do certain things at certain times that you can do for them. So I think why evaluating is so hard is because you're evaluating the player and then evaluating the unknown, how they fit in with these different pieces that have already been established on your team. And that's kind of the wild card. You can know if a guy can shoot, dribble, and pass, but how does it work with the other players on the team? And so there's some GMs that have missed out on a lot of great talent, but you can't beat them all up because there's so many moving parts into this evaluation that usually it's easier to get it wrong than right.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Howard against Garcia. And Holiday kicks to Moore. Right side Davis. Over Green. And that one's good by Davis. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
When you're up by double digits, they're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the net. That's his focus right now.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the and 1.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center.
Bro, this nigga's in my cock.
Someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock.
I can't shoot anything.
Look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Outside for Beal, just 3 to shoot. The offensive rebound, Rivers. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
This nigga.
Leading by 11. Outside, Davis. Holiday dishes to Garcia.
Niggas in my car.
From Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Washington making some changes. Morris comes in for Green, and John Wall subbed in for Austin Rivers. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New Orleans. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
Garcia's shot is
deep
good.
range.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
And Wall kicks to Beal. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Sinks the triple.
Just terrific determination.
This guy ain't got no match on me.
Following the lead and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place. And evaluating Porter, I mean, I think this guy's the real deal. Paul Pierce once said, I love this kid. I had a chance to work with him. He could be an all-star. I agree with Paul.
And Porter's not a big talker. He lets his game certainly speak for itself.
And his improvement has been tremendous. He's going to the basket. He's rebounding the ball. I mean, Porter, he shoots the three at a high clip. He's trying to earn every penny of that big contract.
Here's Garcia, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game
fucking
of the
lost either
season
way.
series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Give me that.
They're going to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there. And maybe the biggest surprise of the 2005 draft, I mean, Mahimi's name being called in the first round. 128 players were listed in the league's draft guide. He was not on that list.
Rivers, he's checked in for John Wall. Right side, Garcia. There's the triple. Drops in the tray. Garcia's got 44.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And Austin. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them.
You already know we're always getting that W.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on the win. You all were dominant in the 4th quarter. What produced all that energy down the stretch?
Hey.
Wow.
All right, David, thank
what
you.
the fuck? That
That
fast?
about wraps it up.
Yeah.
David
What they
Aldridge,
tell you?
Well, the interview, it was really good. She was like super like happy and shit. And like the doctor, she introduced herself, and she was all like happy and shit by the end, and they were like super nice and stuff. But I am not interested.
Why?
Because she got me fucked up talking about, okay, they wanted to start part-time. So I was like, okay, I was like, I was iffy already about that. And then I told her, like, how much would they pay me? I'm not gonna say it because you were live streaming. So, and then she's like, oh, we can offer you 13 to start. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you got me fucked up. I'm not starting at the same fucking pay rate that I started over there pulling from. For a part-time, fuck that.
Feels good, man. We got a lot of amazing.
So, I'm like, she's like, well, what do you think? I'm like, well, I'm gonna discuss this with my husband, and then, I'll be waiting for the call. Yeah, no, actually, it was nice meeting you. Yeah, she walked me out. But they were like, oh, but, and like, they wanted like somebody for like a floater, like a back and front. I don't want to do that. I want my front desk position. And they're like growing también apenas.
They were what?
They're growing.
The 2K Sports
So I'm
pregame
just
show.
gonna go to my interview tomorrow.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm
Because I'm not gonna start the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was good, like, don't get me wrong.
Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, facing an excellent team on hostile ground, they'll need to play a complete game, start to finish. We'll see if they can pull off the upset. And Robert Williams, someone will be watching tonight.
A ver qué tal. A ver cómo te va.
Like, I know. Like, it went good and everything. Like, she liked me and stuff, but I didn't like them.
Bueno, pues sí.
Yeah. That happened.
Oh, ok,
I'm
está.
gonna go pick up my stuff, okay?
Ok.
Alright, bye.
Ahí va.
Don't miss out on any games on the season. Visit us online or at tickets and any availability on featured Pelican homepages. Pelicans, one more.
We wish to remind you that all smoking is prohibited in all areas of the building.
Don't forget to bring the family to another second game where we're giving away free team basketball. First 5,000 fans in the arena will get a free Pelicans basketball.
What the hell?
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics, and as things... Well, yeah, he's wired differently, DA. Thank you. Now we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. His chemistry and pecking order in the locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston, we've got Irving. Tatum out there with Horford. Then it's Marcus Smart, and it's Hayward in at the small forward.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside, here's Smart, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Garcia. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah.
Garcia's got his second basket of the night.
And when you've got a
Four.
big man who can shoot from distance like that,
Okay.
huge advantage.
Ahí va. Ahí va.
Picked by Horford. Passes to Irving from the arc. Can't hit that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So.
Big, I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Yeah, Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range. And when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
This one for 3. And AI with the basket on the assist from Mirotic. 9 points for AI.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
It's tipped. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening.
My guy runs too slow.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the basket by Horford.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie
What the hell?
was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It's
outside Mirotic. Pass to Garcia from deep, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And really setting the tone early with their 3-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Horford against Garcia. Horford, no luck.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it.
Oh my God. I felt like I was a playmaker.
To the inside, 13 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Garcia. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch.
If Celtics gonna go down.
Them those shots.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Miller comes in for Mirotic. And it's Payton in for Ejuan Moore. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. He gives them a double-digit lead. Garcia's got 21.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny.
Oh my God, why did you give it to me, bro?
Trail by 12. And there's the pass to Hayward. And stolen by Miller. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And AI gets it to go on the assist from Payton. And now 24 points for AI. Rozier against Payton. Hayward outside. Over Miller. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's New Orleans. 13 points up at the end of the period. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be back with you shortly. Let's take a moment now to hear what AI had to say about the players.
A big name is Coach Keller. He was my coach at Fort Wayne. He really helped me focus on the small things.
Sacera. Where you from? Where you from? Rolling down. No.
There's the pick. And Holiday kicks to Garcia. And Boston with the rebound. On the floor for Boston. They've got Horford. Williams is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Irving. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard position. And he didn't get Wide enough under that one. Pelicans leading by 15. Outside Holiday. Holiday off a pick from Garcia. He took good advantage of that screen. Holiday's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Irving passes to Tatum. 1:04 left to play in the first half. Kicks to Horford. The tray. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court.
Ooh, thanks for that sub, guys.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Garcia's got 27.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit.
Whoever's new in this,
whoever's
new in the stream, drop a like, hit that sub button. Come on, guys, we're going 2K19. We're grinding for that 99.
Mirotic dishes to Garcia.
Ooh, I'm out of stamina.
Irving against Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Clock is at 3. Here's Garcia. The rebound by the Celtics. 15 seconds left here in the second. Tatum passes to Irving.
Come on, guys, come on.
Feeds
Who's
the
trying to
slot.
run that twos on playground?
Another shot. Can't get the layup. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Trying to get all these badges.
By 17. It's time now to go courtside as we send.
Well, you've been off to a really great start, especially in your first season.
Nothing but a
What
pure
point do you start
stretch
thinking about
god.
Rookie of the year?
Just trying to prove it everyone.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
They still got Hayward in here? But I haven't seen him play. I mean, I know he got injured, but it feels weird looking at him in a 2K game.
Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the pro basketball Hall of Fame.
See, I got that deep range that I had that.
Yeah, terrific players and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pro.
¿Qué pasó?
Now, many of them have lived their lives off the court too.
Hola.
About Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
Grab your puppy. I know, but
Right there.
oh no.
Gotta make it.
Yo lo voy a cambiar para
Got that one up quick.
¿Para qué?
And that's now 33
Okay.
points for AI.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so
Looks
soft.
weird
They've got
watching
to get up
Hayward.
into the shooters here.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. New Orleans making some changes here. Miller's checked in for Mirotic, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Ejuan Moore. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics.
Come on.
Irving kicks to Horford. Outside
Who is that?
Tatum. Tatum setting the pick
Oh,
for
you're gonna have to
Brown.
bring me the phone.
In the corner, Irving with it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got 6.
I'll just call him later.
Athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
Oh, I thought I had that team
Once he finds that rhythm,
take out.
he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Look at that ball.
They get a hand on it and stolen by Garcia. And we've got an update here, so let's check in
Green.
with David Aldridge reporting from connects again from distance.
In my eyes.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Lets it go from 14.
Oh, that's gay.
And
I
it's
don't know how
busted
he
with
made
another.
that.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats
Oh, what the
say,
fuck? I can't even dunk it back?
Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with a shot blocking, but you ask anyone
I remember
he's
on
played with, and they'll
an
tell
18
you
I was
he
a
is
slasher.
perfect.
Feels weird being a center.
Here's Garcia.
Feels weird being a center shooter.
He is unstoppable.
This is the first time I made a stretch big
What a historic
as
night
a
for him.
center.
Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by
Grinding
himself
this guy
for
to 99,
first
guys.
in most
Stay
threes
tuned
all time.
for vids, montage, 2K.
Shoots the 3.
Gonna be lit, guys.
By New Orleans.
It's all coming
Davis has
soon.
got 5 rebounds tonight. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an
This
all-star.
grind to 99 ain't no joke.
Why
I'm gonna be
guys
on
like
it.
Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better.
What
in
the
every
hell?
facet.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Wing shot on the way. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got 44.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
On the court for the Celtics, Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward. Then there's Horford. And it's
Oh, I
Tatum
still forgot it was
in
my
the fourth.
stadium.
Well, you like the confidence of Tatum. I mean, he enjoys tackling any challenge in front of him. Doesn't shy away. A true leader as a young player. Impressive.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017,
Green.
and again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down. From
Telling you guys, my guy's nothing but a stretch god.
Exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, and give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia.
Ah.
Good, another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That
Babe.
really pushes him into the
Babe.
history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most 3.
He has boogers.
This is a night we will never forget. Irving, a screen on Mirotic. Here's Hayward. Loses his man off the screen.
Damn,
and lays it
Hayward
up
still
and
has
in.
his
Hayward's got 4 points in the quarter.
his energy
And as a
bound.
wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Oh, jumped too early.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
And he recovers it. To the inside.
Oh, that's my fault. That's my
yes,
fault.
And it's Irving picking up the assist.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Mirotic against Hayward. Pass to Garcia. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
Telling you, my stretch, it's amazing.
Historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. And now we'll get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Man, some of these people got so lucky they got to be in the game.
What a display of offense. What got into you
Like
to
Pretty
produce
Fredo
this
Cash
performance?
Nasty. They got lucky.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
But this year, I'm beating Nadix. TMB, you guys gonna go down.
Ay, no, vamos a comer. ¿O no quieres comer?
Sí, pero pues, you still gotta make the eggs.
Vamos, gordo. Vamos arriba. Deja de...
Absolutely, yes, sir. I think it's definitely something we should talk about. Maybe Monday.
Yo, are you serious? You got me a meeting with Adidas?
Hey, man, I told you it was important.
Oh, man, you could have said so from the jump.
I chose Adidas because Adidas is always heat. They always got some good shoes in Adidas.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at the Pelicans, they're coming in off a win in their last game against Boston. This is a team absolutely firing on all cylinders, a 12-game winning streak. And
oh, I got them on already.
All right, guys, listen up. I need your attention for a minute. Got a very special guest here with me today. That's right. He don't even need an introduction. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, listen. Kareem is going to be working with the team as a special advisor over this season, all right? That means individual attention for each of you. But before we go out here and win this game, I wanted him to say a few words to you guys. Take it away, big dog.
Thanks, Coach. I've been watching what this team has done to start the season, and there's a lot to like. But one of the...
Kareem, a legendary basketball player. I need to get these deep range, mid range that I think they will come in handy when I would shoot twos.
Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The injury to Emeka Okafor, that's the story here. He is gone.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury.
Oh my God, I'm going against Hayward again.
Diagnosis after he came out of that previous game, but now they sound sure about it, and hopefully we see him back on the court.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now.
Don't leave me open, Hayward.
Underrated pickups in the offseason that are
Howard, I
what
mean.
they can do.
Now, these are the kind of
Hayward.
moves where at the end of the year you start
Thinking about
candidates for
the other Hayward
of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle.
Man,
like
you leave
that,
me open, you're gonna get nothing but
you
greens
can
on me.
General managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Passes it to Morris. Outside, Porter.
Hey!
He's looking for Howard and finds him.
¿Qué pasó?
And he gets the bucket. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Payton passes to Garcia.
Green.
That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Garcia. Howard
Anna, nasty.
Really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Over to the wing. Payton passes to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Garcia.
And what?
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, with the way his dunk went viral when AI was playing in China, you knew that he could draw a fan base. Now he's becoming one of the more popular players in the league.
AI has one of those personalities that just draws you in. Also, from what I've heard, he is very good at making time for the fans. So it's easy to see the rise in his popularity.
The kick out to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Over Payton. Wall's shot is off.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity.
Why am I gotta go more forward?
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
So
I am on fire.
The first for Washington.
I just want to
And
get
Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic. And Moore subbed in for Payton. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Green is checked in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown.
The Pelicans are much better.
Morris kicks to Wall. Howard setting the pick for Wall. Outside Porter. Howard against Garcia. The kick out to Porter. 5 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
I wonder why that dude was guarding my guy.
Points of the game on the deep ball. Well, the 3 is king right now, and spacing can be a problem for the Pelicans.
Well, the team knows they only.
Man, that's my hot spot.
Shooters. They were in the bottom third for threes taken last year. They play to their strengths, which is a good thing, but in order for them to take the next step, there's got to be some dynamic play from the perimeter.
So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter make up the perimeter. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard, and it's Wall in at point guard.
What
I don't know how many times
that
even
dude
Dwight
pushed me
Howard
like
feels
crazy.
the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Moore outside. The pass to Garcia. And
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally, and then building upon
I'm
this.
telling you, I'm ready to take on Nadex.
Pass to Howard. Over Garcia. Howard misses. Pelicans leading by 7. And Mirotic kicks to Garcia. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Morris. Over Davis. Morris, no good.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Sinks the triple.
All right, give me that dime right there.
Alvin Gentry, one of the best offensive minds and coaches in this league. Remember just in the recent past about his time in Phoenix and then in Golden State. Now as the head coach of the Pelicans, and he's done a great job just speeding up his team, pushing the ball, and trying to find ways to put up points.
And Garcia kicks to Mirotic. For 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Got my back. Anthony Davis got my back.
Lead by 15.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass.
I'm the shooter. He's the finisher. Shooter, finisher. Shooter.
The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And with Anthony Davis, you look at how young he is still. I mean, scary to think that his best games are still ahead of him. Not just this year. I'm talking like 3 or 4 years from now. He could honestly be the best player in the league in a short time.
Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. Wall passes to Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Morris has got his first points of the game.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Garcia can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't.
See how Howard is running?
No defender.
Bro, like they made these computers run fast as hell.
To Morris.
My guy can't even run that fast.
Morris with a screen on Payton. Wall against Payton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
It's Porter outside. The rebound by Holiday.
Wow.
Payton against Wall. Payton kicks to Garcia.
La madre.
No good.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going.
And so it's New Orleans looking. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the 3rd quarter started. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. AI is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward position. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets and they're as quick as a hiccup.
Give me that. Give me that.
First step, they're a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going, and the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive.
Damn, all up on my side, John Wall.
John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. That's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
Pelicans leading by 15. Left side, Garcia. Payton outside. Pulls up.
They got a double team because Howard can't play defense on me.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's some wax.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Howard against Garcia. Over Howard. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got 26 points.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
Rivers kicks to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been giving John Wall and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. Green is out there with Howard, and it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. Beal can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 9. Right side, Holiday. Hits it from 3-point range. Holiday's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans.
Well, gorgeous outside jumper from the former UCLA Bruin. He can get hot from the 3-point line if you give him room like that.
Porter, no luck. Well,
Hey, I get this corner specialist.
52% from the field. They're clicking. Garcia passes to Payton. Back to Garcia. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard patrolling.
Dude, this nigga's in my cock, bro. I hate playing against this fucker.
Attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Porter against Mirotic. Outside, Green. Clock at 4. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Outside, Mirotic kicks it to Garcia.
My God, I'm so fucking off, bro. I'm fucking
He was terrific
having shot.
Guys, maybe some
This nigga's in my
from
cock.
the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Green with
It's like this dude stops me from doing anything.
Offline with his 3. Pelicans leading by 10. Here's Garcia. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
John Walls checked in for Washington.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Here's Garcia.
There you go.
And he's good.
Let me get me hot. Let me get me hot. Let me get me hot.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter D, and the communication severely lacking there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Moore's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Morris is checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. Such a wide open look. Garcia's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Another one falls for Washington.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Garcia sets the screen for Mirotic.
Oh! I was about to dunk on his ass.
Can't get a better screen, frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish. I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Garcia. It's stolen by Morris.
That's just whack as hell, boy. Try to do a spin and
the pass to Beal. Howard setting the pick for Beal. Over Moore. No good off the front iron. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Rockets. And Garcia kicks to Davis. Pass to Payton. From deep.
Oh, bro.
Garcia can't get it to
My guy don't shoot deep range. I don't know why.
It's getting close.
Either that or the fucking jump shot.
Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And Howard doing a great job showing his ability to score in a critical situation.
Payton dishes to Garcia. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Garcia's got 34.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Yep, it counts.
I don't know how he's making that, bro.
Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few points.
Ah, goofy ass.
Right there.
Trying to hurt me.
For each one more. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and now they decide to.
They're gonna catch up, bro.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside.
These Wizards ain't catching up.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they.
They're getting babied by me.
Calls timeout.
They're being
They're
babies.
down by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home,
I messed up. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that ISO.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me, because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Outside, Garcia. It's in.
Saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a
Tell them, be like, come and lick it.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean.
Ooh, I'm so close if it can pop our silver. Ooh, my limitless range is max.
Does anyone else think that there was some goaltending happening in the second? Thank you.
Hey, it's Shaq here. I'm calling you Mr. Assertive tonight. Love the way you asserted yourself on the glass. How big a focus is rebounding for you and this team?
Yeah, rebounding is something we try to make a priority. Doesn't matter how good you played on D if you can't secure the ball when it comes off the rim. All 5 guys have to put in the effort, and, you know, we did that tonight. I was just lucky to have some bounce in my way, and I hope that the fans appreciate that effort. Thanks, man. See you.
Do it for the fans. I think I saw down, guys. I'll be right back.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. An intriguing matchup tonight. 2 smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. It's going to be, I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play, because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
If,
You okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
I'm gonna go get warmed up.
I'm back. Yo. What? Hold on, I'm going, pues. I voy.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA.
Oh shit.
Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And you know, for the Heat, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
They do have time, and they do have talent. There's no question they've got some very gifted players, but they haven't.
How do you get the ball, bro?
So far.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Mirotic out there with Davis, and it's Garcia in at the 5, home in the paint.
And even though AI didn't take a traditional path to the NBA, he's made inroads with the other players across the league. A lot of friends for that young man.
And you know, it would have been easy for AI to view himself, Greg, as an outsider after spending time in China and the G League, but he's put himself out there and can always be found chatting with other NBA stars. As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries, you can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys.
Oh my God.
I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Making things happen in close, that's where Winslow is most comfortable scoring the basketball.
And Holiday kicks to Garcia. A three-pointer off the mark.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Holiday, the pass to Garcia.
Bro, why am I fucking blowing, bro?
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Now here's Johnson. 9 points last game out. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Ellington comes in for Dion Waiters. Miller's checked in for New Orleans. Payton comes in for Ejuan Moore. There's the 3. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Garcia's got his first 3 points of the game. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Back to Dragic. Over Payton. Here's Whiteside. And Garcia with the block. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. AI with the ball.
Clearly.
I don't know how Hillside ran that fast, bro. He's a center just like me. He ran fast. Fucking retarded, bro.
77% on the season.
Well, Goran Dragic was selected as an alternate for the All-Star game last season. But this Miami Heat team still lacks star power.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Johnson. Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Over Payton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Heat are a playoff caliber team, but hard to see them really, Smitty, breaking through as presently constructed.
They have some quality young players, but make no mistake, they love to swing a trade for a franchise player.
This guy looks like Bosch.
After Drew Holiday's score. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And among 7-footers, you know, Olynyk is in the conversation for best ball handlers. He's that good.
Payton passes to Garcia. But they recover it. From deep 3-point range.
Wow, fucking sucking.
And it's Miami the other way. Now the pass to Magruder. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Holiday. Ellington kicks to Adebayo. Olynyk trying to break loose. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Heat. They're up by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this. And good getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Justice Winslow comes in for Olynyk. Johnson, he's checked in for Rodney Magruder. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Wayne Ellington. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Garcia, he's checked in for Okafor. Anthony Davis comes in for Shaq Diallo. Troy Williams checked in for Solomon Hill. And Miller subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Winslow. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. All right, let's catch up with our sideline.
Get that rebound.
Guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said
This made this game so
nothing to do with his
picky now.
He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you. Pelicans trail by 4. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Hey.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Garcia. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right side a screen. Dragic against Holiday. Dragic the pass to Waiters. Nailed from three-point land. Waiters got 8 points here in this quarter. Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Garcia. Back to Holiday. Outside, Garcia. Shoots over Winslow. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from AI.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
You see the defense trying to make an adjustment, but it's hard when he's hitting from that far away.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with AI. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward position. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. Kicks to Whiteside. Some smaller players spend most of their time on the perimeter. Others really sacrifice, Steve, their bodies to make plays.
That's whack.
I think some of the small guys that get in there, like you said, is Kyrie Irving, one of the best at finishing. Kemba Walker, Mike Conley, Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry. Some of these smaller guys who don't mind throwing their body into the paint.
Moore dishes to Garcia. For the tie. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Dragic the pass to Johnson. Over Davis. Johnson can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Garcia against Whiteside. Davis sets a screen. Here's Garcia. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
The Pelicans, they've seen improvement over the past few seasons. Offense has become more and more efficient. Defensively have gone from a poor defensive team to a top. Defensive team in just one season.
And the Heat with some changes. Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Dion Waiters. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Davis. Hill comes in for Mirotic. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Moore. New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Steve, with the Pelicans' improvement, a lot of it has to do with the work their players have put in.
Two guys that come to mind for me are Drew Holiday and E'Twaun Moore. Both those guys have improved a lot. The team's had a plan to improve for several years now, and they stuck with it.
I'm almost at 88.
Franchises might have demanded overnight success, but the Pelicans.
Yeah, I'm already almost on 88.
Progress.
It's Dragic with the drive. It's good, and the New Orleans leaders cut to just the basket from Olynyk.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Payton against Dragic. Payton outside. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Dragic. Magruder
I already
gets the
got
drive.
catch and shoot on silver, limitless range on silver.
Right side a screen.
I'm about to get pick and popper after this. I'm probably gonna get a silver
Pelicans have
already.
gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And Holiday has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out.
Man, this made this game so easy. Them playmakers, you could know how. You could dribble nasty.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice.
I got that team takeover. Man, I could dribble fast as hell. They made the dribbling so good.
For the lead. Olynyk dishes to Whiteside. Throws up with it again. And the layup is good.
Oh, no wonder these playmakers are good as hell. Cause
I just love that effort by Hassan.
if you steady learn how to dribble, shit, you could get on anybody's ass.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they...
I'm already about it.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Johnson.
You need to create him a shot creator shot.
This contest, that's 86%.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Winslow is out there with Johnson.
Great.
And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Waiters passes to Dragic.
I already maxed out my limitless range.
And it's blocked by Mirotic. Here's Garcia.
Oh!
Good on the 3.
My God. That's just gay as fuck. I'm trying to get deep range Deadeye. But that's just hard. You gotta shoot. You gotta shoot on guys like from a far distance, and you gotta make them. For some reason, my guy don't even do that. I'm gonna change the jump shot though.
They're finding lanes.
So that I've been using this jump shot. This jump shot.
5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From deep, Garcia's shot is good. Dragic with it.
I've been grinding this whole morning since 8 o'clock. Since 9 o'clock. Yeah, my stream. Let me see my stream. It's been on for 2 hours already.
Shot clock at 5.
I just got another follower earlier.
Fades and shoots. That one goes in. Johnson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Not afraid of the moment. For Johnson, that's been the story from day one.
And more kicks to Garcia. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
I'm hot.
6 of 8 from the field.
And my guy's getting better and better to shoot. I got so many hot spots now. Man.
Dragic against Holiday. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
That's getting it done. He's
Green.
Now that things are getting
and the
coming back.
Really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another 3, he'll be the guy.
Timeout called the Heat. They're ahead by 1. 1:19 left in the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Johnson.
Player of the Game, James Johnson. I'm supposed to be a player.
Made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting a basketball. You need a little bit of luck,
He's off.
a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Davis with a screen on Winslow. Garcia. It's in. And that shot brings them to within just one.
What more can you
I'm steady on their ass, boy.
Here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Dragic against Holiday. Here's Whiteside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Out to the right wing to take the lead. They get the rebound.
Ooh.
Sinks it.
Incredible effort. You can't measure heart.
You came back. Come back.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Dragic. And he could
Oh
get
my
one
God,
to go.
bro.
Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A rare bad trade
Yeah.
for the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his right.
I'm already about to start my championship.
This guy is the definition of the word clutch.
I'm already about to start my season already, like to be already. Ya van a venir los tournament pues,
They're trailing by 1. 20 seconds left here in the
to
fourth
compete
quarter.
to get the championship.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Davis over Johnson.
Pásamela, Davis.
Coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Miami called for the foul.
What I love about AD, he doesn't just have a well-rounded game. He's elite
Good
on both
shit.
ends of the floor.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Outside Dragic. Over Holiday.
Oh, what? That's fade. That's good. This is the first game we lost. That dude got lucky as fuck, bro.
Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out.
Pick and popper on silver already. Woo! I'm so close about to get deep range that I need that, bro. I need that so bad. Because I need to start shooting people on my face. And you need like 2 bars in order to go to 88, right? Fuck.
Look, man, just come to me in my locker real quick. You got it.
Oh shit, bro! That deep 3 you made against the Heat, his clutch time was so money. I had to admit, I had a little jealous of that long range 3 you nailed against Miami in the fourth quarter. I could use a kind of range. Now I'm gonna go change my jump shot. I need to change this jump shot. Hoy están aquí todos los newbies. Los newbies. Los newbies. Oh my god. Hey, folks, what the fuck going on? I'm gonna try Kyle Korver, his jump shot. Let's see if that's cash. Yeah, I'm gonna try Kyle Korver. Damn, there's 390s in my court, bro. Let me see. Let me see who are the 90s. I catch bodies. Pure post scorer. He has 18 badges. Holy shit. Alright, what else? Who else? Who else on 90? She sells. Slashing shot creator. He has 18 badges. Corner specialist. Catch and shoot, Lob City. Finisher on silver. And then they got another guy here. The Canton. Slashing shot creator. Otro? Difficult shots on Hall of Fame? Damn, that's crazy. I mean, on Hall of Fame. On gold already. Gold. You trying to run twos or what? There's some dudes right here in my court. That's two words. My bad. Damn, that's crazy, bro. I already want to be a 90. I want to be one already. I'm telling you, I'm gonna reach that 99, bro. I'm not gonna stop this year. I'm gonna play my career game. I'm not stopping. I'm telling you, I'm gonna reach 99. No matter what. I'm reaching 99. Cause I got 99 pounds of butter, bitch.
With me? Oh, you know him. Shaquille O'Neal, you know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of when they're on, which
oh, wrong shoes. Alright, let's try out this new jump shot. Elsa! Ooh. Kinda decent. Hey, I'm getting nothing but greens. I'm getting nothing but greens. I think I found the perfect jump shot. Woo! I'm getting nothing but green bucket tenders. Man, I want to play against James, LeBron James. I've been playing against fucking everybody besides them. I had to play against the Lakers. I played against the Golden State. We beat them already. No, not yet.
For a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Still out of the lineup is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. They want him healthy.
Yeah, and Kevin, they've been doing fine without him. Took on a much different look when he went down, but I think it suited them. They've added a few dimensions to their game that maybe they didn't even know they had.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore the guards. Hill and Davis are the forwards. And it's Garcia in at the 5 spot. Well, Chris, some teams already realize a championship just is not going to be in their future this season. How should those kind of teams approach the rest of the season?
Give your best.
Right, yeah.
Give your all. We're competitors. This is the NBA, the greatest league in the world, the greatest basketball players assembled. And so one, you
got
have
that
to
IQ.
respect the game. You have to respect the monotony. You have to respect the work. You have to respect the travel. And you have to be thankful, by the way. And when you put all that together, you go into your job and you do the best. Focus on getting better every day. And there's a good chance that you will.
And making sure that you give the fans what they're paying for.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you don't entertain the fans, hey, something's wrong with you. If you can't have fun with 20,000 screaming fans and the kids with their popcorns and all the stuff going on, if you don't remember what it's about, Kev, you kind of lost your mojo already.
Damn, I think this Kyle Korver's decent, boy.
And it's 6 points for AI.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Lamb kicks to Batum. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by Garcia.
A very shaky start for them. After 4 attempts, they're still trying to find a target.
More in the corner. Back to Garcia. Lets it fly. Again, the Pelicans score.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah.
And now the first timeout called here for
Astro World, my pain, my home.
First-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
On defense, New Orleans. And Batum kicks to Walker. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Well, with the new season underway, we get a look at the new class to enter the league.
Rookie leaderboard. Oh, I'm the number 1.
Have done a good job adjusting to the NBA as they look to take home the Rookie of the Year honors at the end of the season. Well, you look at Garcia. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, nobody has made a bigger splash than he has in the early part of the season. He's already living up to his potential.
Outside, Walker over Holiday. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Batum. Walker's got his first 2 points.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
A little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control in the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked.
Garcia's shot is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Walker kicks it to Lamb. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
My God, I keep releasing it too early.
Poke loose. Now here's Kaminsky. He's guarded by Davis. Kaminsky kicks to Lamb. Picked by Zeller. Lamb, good.
Being so thin, Lamb can find it hard to finish in traffic, but shows some toughness there.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Puts up a 3. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got 17.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Down low.
Oh my God, what about these steals?
Kaminsky. That one wide left.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jumper.
And Garcia kicks to Moore. Davis, the pass to Garcia. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 19 points for AI.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Oh my God.
Traps in the tray.
Well, look at Walker's percentages from beyond the arc. I mean, tremendous improvement over the last few years.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans.
Get out, Ricky!
Going into the break with a 10-point.
Ricky!
Lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The incredible play of AI earned him Player of the Month honors.
It means a lot to me. Winning Player of the Month means that the hard work.
AI certainly had a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 10.
Well, and he's trying to become more disruptive defensively. Last year, the Hornets were only 28th in the league in creative turnovers. Now, that's not what former coach Clifford had in mind.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. On the perimeter, Moore and Hill. AI is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Holiday in at the point. Shot clock at 5. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
New Orleans leading by 8. And for the Hornets, yeah, they'd like to create more turnovers, but at least they didn't turn the ball over themselves.
Well, last year they had the 3rd fewest turnovers in the league, and they had the least amount of turnovers in each of the 4 seasons before that. But you know what that means? That means they weren't getting outrun either.
And here is Kaminsky. After the 3-pointer from Garcia, Batum passes to Kaminsky. Great D that time from Davis.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Garcia off target with his 3. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Now here is Holiday. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Garcia. It's good from long range.
Deep range, that eye. Let me get that deep range,
And
that eye.
getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Zeller. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Kaminsky. The shot, no good. Davis with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 14. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Zeller against Garcia. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis
And I hate it how these computers are like, they got like so good defense. I don't know why they made them like that.
That second chance bucket.
Yeah, you can't even like shoot because they're like all up on you. What the huh?
Much appreciated, and now time for halftime.
How are we gonna get our backs like that?
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game.
What?
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave in that first half. The 3-ball just kept.
Wait, hold on.
Well, and credit coach for repeatedly calling his number, because if it ain't broke, don't mess with it.
Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second.
God. Bro, I'm already ready for that fucking playground.
Half width.
I'm already ready.
With a great handle, and they can finish with either hand.
Buy one out of like which one? I don't know. Buy Russell, buy Kyle Herbert.
Yeah, right.
Try Rudy Gay, try Michael.
What I've seen. Oh my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high that Rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice too. I mean, you have so many players. And Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful regarding these guys. Great finishers.
Good names you've mentioned. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach.
Oh my God, give me that deep range.
For sure. Thanks. And, you know, it's one thing the Hornets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Monk. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Garcia. No good on the three.
Man, this nigga don't let me shoot a deep range deadeye on his ass.
Outside Batum, and that one is good. Zeller's got his first basket of the night.
Look, he has a good feel.
Pásala, wey! Pásala!
Very deliberate with his moves.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 18. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner
I'm
today,
telling you, try like, I don't know with those fadeaways.
Dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Hill and Davis are the forwards. Holiday and Moore the guards. And it's Garcia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Walker. After the three-pointer from Garcia. Hill against Batum. They set the screen. Walker with a clean look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going that way.
Here's Garcia.
Oh my God, bro. That was an ugly-ass
Walker with
layup,
the
bro.
rebound. Hornets trail by 18. Ball's knocked loose. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Passes it to Zeller. Garcia with the ball. It's Hill on the wing. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Davis on the follow. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more
This dude don't let me do no deep range on his ass.
All adding up.
And Lamb kicks to Zeller. Outside, Walker. No good from outside. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Miami. Moore passes to Garcia. Last season, C-Web, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect in your opinion so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt, or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand.
Man, 2 solid greens already in a row.
National televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big letdown.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Kaminsky.
I like it that I'm a starter now. I get to play more longer.
A little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. Now here is Garcia. Good, another from three.
He just continues
What
to
happened?
rein it in from downtown. Hits another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game. Back to Walker.
Kiki Walker?
6 on the shot clock.
Kiki Palmer? Kiki Palmer?
Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. A terrific all-around player.
Oh, wow. I should have done
New
it, bro.
Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
We wanna win, and you know we got it again. And oh, I'm almost so close for a deep range, did I? Oh my God, to rank up now, it's hard. Takes longer now. Yesterday it was that boost. This whole weekend was this boost, not anymore.
AI, there you are.
Thank you.
And not anymore. One more boost.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
Well, we wanted to make sure we kept a work rate really high, you know. We didn't allow ourselves to feel comfortable. Closing out games in the NBA, man, it's never easy. As soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that lead disappears. So credit to our guys for staying focused and not letting that happen. Thanks, man. See ya.
Kiki. Man, I'm so close about to get tireless score. How do you get tireless score? Oh, that's. But how about up and under specialist? It says unlocked by scoring up and under moves in a game or by playing the post control up and under drill in the facility practice. Need to get there. I want to get this tireless score though. A player who spends a good deal of energy without losing their fitness when attempting to score. Unlocked by making shots when tired, engaged, or by playing in the finishing drill. I'm already about to get deep range. Corner specialist también.
AI.
Kobe wasn't gonna get on?
Okay.
AI, there's been a lot of talk about you making the All-Star game this year. What would it mean to you to be chosen for the team?
I mean, at this point, I think I earned it. We good then? Okay.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. The Pelicans have been looking pretty confident. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely.
Kiki Palmer, Kiki.
Do you love me? Are you ready?
Don't miss out on any games on the season. Visit us online or at the ticket booth for any availability on future Pelican properties. One more.
I see in the future, I'm living my vision, I'm already
nice to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight.
Wow.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports.
No, papi, aquí no.
Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one.
No empieces, Aquí no, aquí esto no puedo tocar esto.
Style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
Greg, they expended maximum energy, but it was well worth it. I mean, they earned that win with their defense.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Harrell is out there with Gallinari, and it's Marjanovic in at the center. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously, anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
Now Garcia, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Here's Davis. Rebound by Harrell. About a minute played so far here in the first. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Well, Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blockers they face in this matchup. He said if we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover and get set, that'll help. Also, putting them on the move in half-court sets, whether ball screens or screen and roll, can help as well. We'll see if his team executes his game plan, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different
For sure. I mean, they have to be ready to adapt. The only way to break down this defense is to show them a lot of different looks.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Garcia. New Orleans getting another chance.
How does that not go in? Tell me something about that.
Davis has got his first basket.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Marjanovic. 17 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
And so he earns a line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Pelicans shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Told you to make a sharpshooter, bro.
All season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Payton's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here as well. Gortat's checked in for Marjanovic.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Garcia's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers trail by 4.
Sí, eso no déjalo ahí, papi. Eso déjalo ahí.
Williams. No good again that time.
Thank you, papi.
Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether it's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's